Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Chronicles of Sovik. We pick up the journey back again in Southern Barrens, Desolation Hold to be accurate. And if you remember from the last recording, I think we finished everything in Desolation Hold when we had two follow-on quest lines, one down here to Firestone Point and then Torrin Vengeance over here as well. I think they're the last two. So making good progress through the Southern Barrens quest lines, but it's time to move on from Desolation Hold. So before we do that, let's go and empty the mailbox. It literally has been like a day since my last recording, so it's not a great deal in terms of sales. An Inferno Cloak, which is one of the vendor items from the Crossroads, which I sold for 50 gold, and a couple of the leftover tailoring bits and pieces, the vest and gloves there. So let's go and grab that gold. I actually haven't in the last sort of day or two looked at the auction house either, so there's no new stuff which I've then picked up and put on there either. So, right, which one are we going to do first here? I think the first one, probably in terms of distance, is probably maybe this Torrin Vengeance. So let's go and head there first, and then we'll swing down and do the Firestone Point. So there we go, Torrin Vengeance has been selected. Again, we still can't fly clearly. We're level 22, still some way off of flying. In fact, we're going to finish a zone before we reach level 30, I suspect. So again, it's by foot to get down there. There's no flying points down now. 730 yards. Yeah, so it's not really anything really to update since the last recording. I've not done any work on professions. Dual crafting's exactly the same. Obviously, we haven't been out questing or collecting any ore, so that's exactly the same again. So the plan for today in this recording is we're going to see how far we can get through these Southern Barren quests. Now, I know I've still got two bits down here to do, this one over here and the one a little bit further to the west. And we'll see how long it takes in terms of recording to go through them. If it's not too quick, if there's only sort of a few quests in each zone, we might try and push on, do both of them in this recording, get this Southern Barrens done. Which would mean, according to our plan, that then we'll start looking at doing some of the instances and sort of push us through, because we're not a million miles now off level 30 and finishing in Kalimdor. How are we going to get across this? Probably have to dodge through these. We're probably going to attract, yeah. We attracted one of them, which isn't too much of a problem. Okay, so we need to go across there. Let's whiz around this way. I can't actually see. There's a slope up. Right, we'll leave that all for now. And let's whiz around up here. Hopefully by the time we get the last 100 yards we'll have lost a threat. Yes, there we go. The threat of the mob which we picked up. And here we be. So this is at Spearhead. So we're after Gan Stonespire. And here he is, sat on the floor. Let's speak to him. Torrin Vengeance. Gan looks you up and down. We could use your help, Warlock, but this is not a skirmish. We fight here to strike a killing blow or die trying. So 2,300 just for handing that in. How many is he going to give us? Just one quest. A weasel in the henhouse. Gan grasps you with a blood-caked hand. My wounds are great, but I will not rest until the dwarves of Bael'dun pay for their crimes. He wheezes. We smuggled a man inside their fortress during our last raid, a goblin saboteur, Weasel Slip Shadow. Create a disruption at the gates, kill who you can, then slip inside the fortress of Bael'dun to the south and find Weasel. That stronghold, he coughs, can only be destroyed from within, and Weasel can't do it alone. So the objective of this quest is head into the Bael'dun keep, kill 10 Bael'dun dwarfs, making include riflemen, soldiers and officers, then find Weasel Slip Shadow, the goblin, who'll be hiding with him. And we get for that 6 gold and 3,000 experience. And that appears to be the only quest we've got down in these parts. So that's not a problem. We'll move on. So it's not too far away, this fortress. Again, this is one of these quests that doesn't ring a bell to me. I probably have done it in the past. And there we go. These are the Bael'dun soldiers. So we're not too far away. Let's engage her. Again, she moved into us fairly quickly. As she's obviously humanoid, we'll keep the supplements out as well. A bit of drain life. And that's the first one killed. Okay, so we don't need to pick anything up from these mobs. Again, literally it's just a case of engaging them, killing them, and that's it. That adds to our tally. Now what we do need to do is have a focus of trying to get inside this fortress. There's no point killing all 10 around the edge of the fortress Because I dare say as we move into the fortress we'll be tripping over these guys as well. Okay, so that's 2 done. You can see her there. This will be number 3. Okay, let's give our succubus a little bit of health through health funnel. Okay, now I know that there's one over on the left there, so let's go and grab him. He's an officer. Before he gets involved and we accidentally sort of taunt him, attract his attention. Okay, no problems with him either. Probably could do with a little bit of drain life at some stage just to give our health a little bit of a boost. Okay, so we've got 2 there. Let's hit 1 on the left. And let's use a bit of drain life just to kill him off. It is a very useful spell just to keep on top of things. Got 1 behind us. Sorry, that's 2 of them on us now. Again, we're just going to have to be careful that we're not attracting too many of these. Let's put some dots on this rifleman as well, or riflewoman. That's 1 killed. Let's finish her off. We've got an instant cast shadow bolt, and that does the job. Okay, we get a recipe, the elixir of giant growth, which is worth an outstanding 3 silver. Not much to write home about there. Now I suspect we're not going to get past that rifleman without killing him. So let's engage him at range, take him down. Again, shadow bolt him down. Let's top up the succubus with health funnel, and we're good to go. Let's loot the body. Okay, so we've got a Pathfinder hat of a quick blade. We'll have a look at that at the end. Let's just get through this as well before they all start respawning on top of us. Okay, so that's 9 of 10 kills. We need 1 more. Now I dare say as we go around corners here, they'll spot us before we spot them. Not on this occasion. There's 1. Okay, so that's 10 of 10. There's a question mark, so that must be where he is, but it's a little goblin. As I suspected, we're probably going to have to kill a few more than the initial 10 which we needed, just to get to where we need to hand this quest in. Again, this isn't too much energy. Okay, so that's him dealt with. There's another officer there. Let's kill her. Again, a little bit of health funnel for the succubus. Is that done? Loot that body. Okay, I can still see some more mobs ahead of us. Let's attack this soldier. Again, we're not killing these too quickly here, which again suggests to me that there might be some pieces of our gear which we can look to improve. I've still got 2 pieces in the bags which I can equip once we level up. Okay, so he's not over there. We must have got a wrong turn here somewhere. Can we cut up back through this way? We can. So let's go down into this area. There's another soldier. There you go, we've got that weasel goblin ahead of us. Okay, we've got another one behind us. Another mob. Shouldn't be too much of a problem though. Let's drain life her down. Put the dots back on him. And we're going to finish him off with a little bit of drain life, just to give us a top up as well. Okay, cool. So that's that done. Here he is hiding. Weasel Slip Shadow with a lump of cheese on his head for a hat. A weasel in the hen house. You do good work, Warlock. That riot you caused at the fortress entrance has these dwarfs running around with their heads cut off. So we get 3,000 experience for him. Dwarf Fortress. I don't know if you noticed on your way in, but this whole fortress is erected around a giant cannon. If we can find the right ammunition magazine, we could blow this place sky high as easy as kiss my hand. But to figure it out, I'm going to need the fortress schematics, and I haven't been able to steal them yet. Look for the plans on the lowest floor right down these stairs. So we need, in terms of quest objectives, to acquire the Bael'dun Fortress schematics. So let's accept that.
Don't be a stranger.
I think we've probably killed everyone in this area anyway, so shouldn't be too much hassle. Let's whiz down these stairs. There's a rifleman. Engage him. Again, as I was saying earlier, they're not really causing us too much problems, these mobs. Even if we put, you know, get a couple of them on us, that's not really the issue. We're just not killing them particularly quickly. Okay, there's another one, an officer there. Yeah, we'll just use Drain Life just to kill her off, and then give some of that life back to Succubus. It's done now. I just saw someone walking around that side, so let's kill that rifleman. Okay, that's her killed. Now I think we need to keep going down. Okay, there's a mob down there whose name is Haggis Boat Murder. I dare say it's probably hit. Well, I dare say it probably was him that we needed to kill. And there are the fortress schematics behind him. Now, that was very useful, of course. That higher level character just running through and killing him, which is very good. Not going to look a gift horse in the mouth, so let's get back out of here. Go and find our friend, the little goblin. Hand back his schematics. Where was he? Okay, there he is. Where we left him.
Yep, what do you want?
Give me the plans quickly, our time grows short. Mostly because I've been eating my disguise. There's your fortress schematics. Let's see, let's see. It looks like the artillery shells are prepped here, then loaded into the secure magazine. Weasel rubs his hands together. Sovik, are you ready to blow some stuff up? Sounds good. So let's take our 3,000 experience and 6 gold. Sabotage. These dwarven artillery shells have a built-in airburst timer. This is easy. Just sabotage one of the artillery shells in the loading bay and then hoist it up into the magazine. Boom baby boom. You'll find the shells are one of 2 loading bays behind the main garage on this level. It's right round the corner. I think that's where we just came from before we found him initially. Once you've rigged the artillery shell, run like the wind, Sovik, then report to Gan back at camp. I'll be right behind you. So we need to sabotage a dwarven artillery shell and then flee from Bael'dun before it explodes, and we get a necklace for that, which is an upgrade on what we've got at the moment, which is nice. So let's go and do that. Hopefully they haven't respawned from when we were in there a short while ago. He said it's on the same level, so we don't need to go up and down any stairs. Okay. There's one of them through here. Here's one of them. Now, we definitely came this way before. So that's one of the artillery shells. And there was another one, I think, through here. Now, there is a mob there, so let's just kill him. Oh, we've just got to get out of here, actually. Let's just run for it. We only needed one of the artillery shells, so let's get out of there before this place blows up. I'm not sure if I've done this in time. Did we get out in time? And the answer is just about. So there we go. That's that fortress, dwarven fortress, destroyed. Nothing wrong with blowing some stuff up, especially when it belongs to the Alliance. That's a good job there. And there we go, straight back to the base. We haven't got to run back to Spearhead. So let's go and speak to Gan Stonespire. Sabotage. Bael'dun destroyed. Wincing in pain, Gan twists his head to peer behind him where plumes of smoke darken the skyline. Sovik, my friend, you have avenged Tarajo and avenged the Tauran people. The invaders will not soon recover from that blow, thank you. Gan closes his eyes, his head tipping forward as his breath gives way to a series of ragged coughs. Under that, we get this airburst amulet. So let's have a quick comparison of this. So this has got 4 in, 6 stamina and 7 critical strike. And the one we bought not that long ago has just got 7 in. So again, it's a very good improvement because of the critical strike what it gives us. So let's complete that. And that's Spearhead complete. That really didn't take long. So we've got one more after this. So let's equip that necklace before we forget. Tuck that up here. The recipe, which is worth 3 silver, I'm not even going to entertain trying to sell that, so I'll just destroy that, don't need it. And the other item we picked up was this thing called the Pathfinder Hat of the Quickblade. It's a leather headpiece. It's worth currently 274 gold on our auction house. There's 7 of them on there, with a region sale average of 250 gold and a region average daily sale rate of 0.02 gold. So it's not fantastic. Yeah, it's not even got a unique appearance. The Jade Fire Cap shares the same appearance with it. But if I can get 50 gold, 100 gold, perhaps out of that, you know, it all adds to the pot. So we will try and sell that. Okay, so we've got another quest here from this Tauren called Natto Raintree. Next of kin. Natto pulls you aside and speaks in a whisper. Sovik, I have removed the bullet from Gan's chest, but the bubbles in his blood tell me all I need to know. His lungs are punctured and the wound grows septic. He is not long for this world. Take this. It's the bullet that killed him. His family will want to know what became of their youngest warrior. Seiko Alto Stonespire. He is posted in Duskwallow Marsh. Don't go northeast and follow the roads to Brackenwall Village. So we've got to take the Dwarven Slug to Alto Stonespire at Brackenwall Village in Duskwallow Marsh. Now we will accept that quest. However, that is not in this zone, because it's over here. Now we will at some stage go into that zone though, because we've still got the Nat Pagal fishing quest breadcrumb trail down over here. You too good, but it's not going to be a priority. We're going to go down and do this one first, the Firestone Point quests. Okay, so let's mount up and let's go and head off in this direction. So this is 300 yards away. Now we know there's quite a lot of mobs in this area, these Kodos and these sort of earth elemental dudes as well. So again, we'll try to avoid them. But if we can grab some more, we will try and get it, even if we need to engage someone. Because, you know, I'm still very conscious that with the change in professions, our mining is sort of still very modest. Okay, this one was quite tough. He's actually taken quite a bit of damage, but we killed him. Nothing of note to loot from that one. Okay, 1 iron ore from him. Let's mount up and kind of head round again. Right, okay, now we definitely don't want to go into that area. We are going to need to probably cross further to the north, I suspect, and then come back down again. Okay, I think we can probably whiz up there. So let's drop down into this area again. Back up the slope, then back again upon ourselves. Up this bit. And that should do us. Okay, so there we are. I think we're heading towards this hut over here. Okay, there's a couple of quests here already, you can see. But the first person we need to speak to is this Tauren called Torna Skychaser from the Urban Ring. So let's speak to her. So the first quest we've got is Firestone Point, which I believe is the one which we just need to get down here. And that's where we hand in Crawgul's Siliford Field Guide, which is a quest item. So let's hand that one in. And we'll complete this. Is this from Crawgul? Wonderful. Despite all the turmoil in the world, we can't turn our back on the Siliford threat. It is important to have people like Crawgul studying our enemy closely and learning its secrets for the fight ahead. Torna opens the books and glances over the first page. Her face falls. Oh, well I suppose it's something at least. So let's hand that in for 700 experience. The Disturbed Earth. We are here to monitor the scars of the land and watch for further signs of instability. While we haven't seen any yet, a cataclysmic aftershock could devastate the Barrens even further. To the northeast, near the chasm, earth elementals, which we've killed a few of them already, rampage out of control. To soothe the earth, these need to occasionally be destroyed, and their essence returned in a ritual. If you help us do this, Warlock, I would be happy to reward you. So we need to collect 4 disturbed earth fragments from disturbed earth elementals. So let's accept that. Now we've got 2 quests down here as well from the 2 orcs. So let's go to Man Crick first of all. Don't stop bereaving. For a moment I thought my hatred had stilled. My wife laid to rest, a final offering of the blood of her murderers to quell her tortured spirit. I thought perhaps peace would appeal to her. I was wrong. I will not rest now until every single filthy squeal and murderous quillbore lays dead and broken. I cannot kill them fast enough with my own 2 hands. Go and slay more for me, orcs. So we need to kill 13 Razor Mane Quillboar. So let's accept that. Again, this is a quest that very much echoes the quest we did a lot further north in the Barrens. And then Makar from the Earthen Ring has also got a quest called Feeling Thorny. Mancrick's furor over his dead wife raises further concerns, Warlock. The Quillboar in Razorfang Kraal are far more ruthless and full of hatred than Mancrick could ever imagine. You should travel south from there and speak with my old friend Ald Stonespire. He works to put an end to their rampage before the land suffers more in its already weak condition. To speak to Old Stonespire. So let's accept that.
Go forth.
Where have we got to go then? So we've got one up here to the northeast, which is where the Earth Elementals were. We know where they are. We got this one in Duskwallow Marsh we looked at previously. And then we've got this one here, which is the Razor Mane Quillboars. So where's the other one we've just picked up? There was one which we just picked up where... What was this one? Feeling Thorny. Where's that supposed to take us? I literally cannot see. Is that supposed to be in an instance? Oh, okay, yeah. So that one is speak to Old Stonespire, and he or she is in the entrance to Razorfang Kraal, which we will be doing, clearly, as we want to try and do all of the vanilla instances. So we're not going to abandon that quest. We will do that as we go and do this instance in due course. However, that's not the first priority. The first priority is to go and kill some more of these Earth Elementals, so let's go and get that done straight away. Okay, so there's one over here. Now, I dare say we're going to be tripping over these Kodos, so let's try and engage these Earth Elementals at range, as we normally do. Bring them a little bit closer. Again, this is not one of the... it's not an ideal area at the moment to use our Void Walker if we've still got him. We just need someone to do a bit of damage. What, in fact, who have we still got in terms of... We've got the Imp, we've got the Void Walker, and we've got the Succubus. I'm going to keep the Succubus out for now, I believe, because we are going to be fighting some humanoids in a short while. The Quillboar again. Okay, so we killed the first Earth Elemental. We didn't get anything from him. We're after disturbed Earth Fragments. Okay, that's the second one killed. And we got our first one from him. In fact, can we mine these? Do we get any mining points for doing it? No, but we did get some iron ore, so that's interesting. Maybe we need to just mine all of these as well. Again, conscious I can see that Kodo in the corner of the screen there. What we don't want to be doing is getting him involved in this fight. Okay, let's give the Succubus a little bit of health. Nothing in terms of quest items from him, but we did get some iron ore for loot for mining him. There's one down here. And that's him killed. Oh, I thought he was right on the bottom. Let's go back up and loot his body up here. Okay, so we got another Disturbed Earth fragment from him, and he actually dropped a green item called the Satyr's Rod. Okay, so the Satyr's Rod is an offhand, which is about the same, I believe it's the same item level as this two-handed staff we've got at the moment. It gives 10 intellect, 5 stamina, and 3 critical strike. I believe it might be unique appearances. No other data came up for this anyway. Let's have a quick look at it in the bags, see what it looks like. Okay. Nothing too spectacular, but I suppose if you had something in your main hand, it would look quite cool if it looked fairly similar to that. Okay, so how much is it worth? There's 11 auctions on at the moment, with the cheapest being 498. So there's quite a lot of competition on there. It has got a region sale average of 1,300, so it is already below the price of what we, you know, what it is already. So I think I'm probably going to sell it. It's not better than what we've got, even if I had a similar equipped main hand. So we'll probably just get rid of that anyway. I'm not interested right at the stage of trying to collect the appearance from that either. Okay, so let's sneak around over here. In fact, it might be easier just getting down into this scar. That way we're just alone with these earth elementals rather than worrying about the Kodos. Okay, so that's another one destroyed. Another disturbed earth fragment from him, which is good. Let's go and grab this ore down here as well. Being guarded by another earth elemental, which we need on this occasion. Okay, so that's 4 killed. Did we get anything? No, we didn't get one from that one. Okay, let's go mine this. Oh, I've got to remember to mine these earth elementals just in case they drop some iron ore as well. Which again he did. Got another one up here, so let's go for him. Again, we're not killing these that quickly. I dare say that as you know, some of our gear probably needs a closer inspection. We should probably be killing these probably twice as quick as what we are at the moment. We did get our final disturbed earth fragment. Let's mine his body. Let's get the iron ore from him. And let's mine this one we killed earlier and get the iron ore from that one as well. Okay, so that's all done. So we now need to head... We can actually go and hand this one back in before we head and do quest 1. So let's slip back up here again. Now we're not too far off. In fact, I think handing this quest in will probably level us up. We are 2,700 off. I can't remember how much this was. The disturbed earth. The elements must be carefully balanced, so returning the essence is key. I hope you've been collecting it. Here we go. That really wasn't an issue. Thank you, friend. It's important we try to calm this earth in every way we can, and that 3,000 experience will push us over into level 23. It gives us 2 new abilities, one of which is called Summon Fell Hunter, which we don't need that ability down there because it will just come into this area up here. Let's give him a bit of a run out actually, because we've not used him yet, he's brand new. And we've also got a new PvP talent as well. So again, very similar to the last one, we will just select something at random because we're not interested in looking at anything PvP wise. Do we need to select anything? If I close this down, is it still going to come up? No, it's done. So let's have a look at our little Fell Hunter then. His name is, if I can actually get to an area where I can see his name clearly, it's not too light. There we go. Prifom, something along those lines. So we'll give him a bit of a run out. Again, it says here that these Fell Hunters, summon a Fell Hunter on your command, able to disrupt the spell casts of your enemies. So let's give him a go. So the Succubus is very good at humanoids. He's good at disrupting or cancelling spells. The Void Walker is basically our little pocket tank, and the Imp is very good at ranged firebolts. So we'll give him a go. Not that we're struggling at the moment, so let's give him a bit of a spin. And before we do that, I did say that we had some gear which we can upgrade already in our bags, so let's put both of those on. So the first one we've got is a new weapon, which is a Medicine Staff of Fire Flash. Now that's got plus 32 in and 11 stamina. This has got plus 28 in and 9 stamina. So it really isn't a massive upgrade. In fact, it's only 3 item levels. Now again, I could look to potentially sell this on, but I think for the purpose of this, we will use it. It's a 14% upgrade on what we've got at the moment, so let's equip that. Okay, so that's that done. Let's just tuck that down here. And the other item we've got is the Simple Breeches of the Quick Blade, which is a plus 7 intellect, plus 11 stamina, cloth legs, and our cloth legs at the moment is plus 4 and plus 6. So again, it's a nice improvement. This has got critical strike and versatility. This has got critical strike and haste, which is probably more important to us than what the versatility is. But the tooltip says it's a 75% upgrade, so let's equip that as well. So that's that done. Okay, let's close these windows down now. So the next quest on our list is number 1, which is killing 13 razor mains. Now we're pretty much on top of this already, so let's go and see if we can find some of these. We'll see how this little fell hunter does for us. If he is not particularly good, we'll just go and get the succubus out again. Now I don't know if these guys have got many spells. No, they seem to be more sort of kinetic attacks. Oh, what's this? Blood of the Barons. We've got a quest discovered. Blood of the Barons. This bright red stone, found clutched in the grasp of a quillboar, has been carefully carved into the likeness of a great boar, with thorny vines sprouting from its back. Its surface is smooth and worn with care. Did the quillboar make this? If you find others, maybe one of the shaman at Firestone Point could tell you more about them. So collect 6 bloodstone trinkets from the Razormane quillboar. We're killing them anyway, so we might come upon these. Let's mount back up again. Yeah, so I was saying with the these quillboar, I think if we come across plenty of these, like this seer, you know, I'm guessing the fell hunt is going to be good for him, because he's going to be casting spells, you'd imagine, rather than trying to hit us with stuff. There you go. So he's got a lightning bolt, which the fell hunter didn't actually disrupt, nor that one either, so I'm not entirely sure what he's doing. Anyway, it's 2 of 13. Nothing from that one. Now we have got some ore up here, so let's go and mine that. 2 heavy stone and 1 iron ore from that one. Okay, so this is a pathfinder, so I dare say he's going to be more physical attack than what it is actually going to be spells. Kill him with a bit of drain life as he looks to flee, and that's 3 of 13. Now we did get a blood shard trinket from that one. Again, another seer. We know he casts lightning bolts. Let's see if we actually get disrupt from our pet. Not so far. We could give him a bit of help, and let's just check exactly what spell he has got. So he's got Spell Lock, which is a 24-second cooldown. I've not seen him actually use that as yet. Okay, what's this one here? This is a War Frenzy, so I dare say this is going to be more physical attacks again. Okay, he didn't pose any problems. So that's 5 of 13 and now 2 of 6. There's another War Frenzy. Let's get him. The Fell Hunter does seem to be doing a good job in holding the threat though. Okay, we've got some Moonberry juice from him, which gives mana, which really isn't useful. I don't think we do have mana, but we don't seem to ever have any issues with losing mana. Okay, again, I just need to keep it on top. This Fell Hunter seems to be losing health faster than what the Succubus did. So he has got 722 max health. Let's bring the Succubus out and see how much she's got.
Now what?
Okay, so she has got more. She's got 813, I believe that is. So we'll give her a run at again. Again, these are humanoids, so this is more her sort of speciality. Again, kill him with Drain Life. Got another Blood Shard trinket from him. Perhaps some more ore up here as well. Let's go and grab that before we move on. Here it is. Oh, we got some jade from that one as well. I think it's our first gem we've picked up through mining, which will be useful for when we actually do start doing some of our jewel crafting. Got another Pathfinder here. Again, he's not really too much of a problem. Killed him quite quickly. 9 of 13. Nothing from him. There's one up here. That's a seer. What I'm probably going to do is actually just give our succubus just a little bit of health bundle again. Keep on top of her. Another Shadow Bolt, and then a bit of Drain Life just to finish him off. We got a Blood Shard trinket from that one. Okay, the War Frenzy. That's where we're at the moment. We need 2 more Blood Shard trinkets, and we need 3 more Quill Balls killed. So if we can get 2 from 3, that would be perfect. And the first one drops 1, so we need 1 from 2. You see, keep an eye on her health. Her health dropped a little bit then. Okay, none from that one. Let's have a look at our Voidwalker actually in terms of health. So we know that she has 813. The Fell Hunter had 700, and the Voidwalker has got 1137. Okay, let's give him a bit of a spin out. Hopefully we ain't got to keep healing as much. And he is going to be holding the threat. Now, whether he does as much damage as what some of the other ones does is a different matter. And that'll be down to us to actually kill rather than the minion. Okay, so that's 13 of 13. Do we get one from him? No, we don't. So we are going to have to kill some extra ones. Another War Frenzy. Again, we'll use our trusted Shadow Bolt just to knock him down. A bit Drain Life. And again, you can see straight away with Voidwalker, we are not having as many health issues. And this is our final Blood Shard trinket. We're not having as many health issues with him as what we are with some of the other minions. So it probably is, especially in areas where we're not going to have any issues with him generating threat and attracting more mobs than we can deal with. An area like this is ideal. They're all very well spread out. What we got here? We've got an Alliance Gnome Warrior, much higher level than what we are running around. Okay, we've got 2 quests to hand in here, one to the south and one to the north. Let's go to the one in the north. I believe that's Firestone Point, yeah, where we've been collecting these quests from. So let's go and hand in this first one.
What can I do?
So this is one where we needed the Blood Shard trinkets, and we've got 6 of them. Blood of the Barons. These are blood shards. They used to be found all over the Barons. It's said they were formed from the blood of Agamagan, the great demigod that the Quillball sprang from. I know the Quillball prized them, but nobody would think they'd take the time to carve them out like this one. There may be more to learn here. So that's 3,000 experience for that. There is a follow-on quest called Echoes of Agamagan. I think the Quillball are being driven by more than just this crude desire. Would you help me look into this further? To the west, scattered among the Quillball's settlements and camps, I've noticed boar skulls. They gleam from a distance, polished smooth, distinct from the remains littered in their waste piles. I think that these may be objects of worship. Bring me several of these to examine, Sovik. So on this one we need to collect 3 polished boar skulls. Again, no equipment on that one, just some experience and some gold. So let's accept that quest. Now we have got one down here, which is that Don't Stop Bereaving quest. So let's go and hand that in. And here he is, Mancrick.
What do you need?
Good. Take your reward. This is only a prelude. 3,100 experience again. Mangle Tooth. I no longer care for the honour or glory, Warlock. All that matters to me is that the Quillball die, by any means, at anyone's hand. Mangle Tooth, the chief of these filthy Razormain, sits in his lair to the northwest, atop a hill. End his life. I plan to stay here and pile these bodies until no more vermin run squealing from the crawl to face me. So the quest objective is very simple. Go and kill the leader of this Quillball called Mangletooth. We get a pair of braces, which are not an upgrade to what we've got due to the fact they haven't got any of the secondary stats, but we'll accept it anyway. Is that in the same generalish area we're heading? So we've got to get the 3 polished boar skulls first, and then Mangletooth's a little bit further back. So let's be on our way. Now, when we went through these a few minutes ago, there were some obvious gaps around us, so I don't think we're going to have to fight our way through necessarily. I think we can just find little paths to sneak around, with the exception here. Is that a skull? It is. Okay, so we're going to have to go and kill this one first of all. Well, once he's dead, we can go and collect our first polished boar skull. Okay, now we've attracted another Pathfinder. Not too bad a problem. Just kill him off quite quickly as well. Double the amount of loot for us. Okay, I think we loot this one. We've probably got both bodies. We have, because we were in range. Let's give our Voidwalker a bit of a health boost. Let's go and grab this boar skull. Okay, so that's 1 of 3. Now there is some ore up here. I can't see how to get there, so we'll kind of pass on that one for now. Can we get round this way? Yes, we can. There it is. Let's go and grab that. I wonder how much experience we're getting for this mining. I haven't noticed. 400. So at the moment, without rested XP, just standard experience, we're getting 400 a go for mining, which isn't too bad. Now, I dare say there's probably a boar skull up here somewhere. Let's see if we can go and have a look without fighting our way through. Can we go through here? We can. Can I see a boar skull? Yes, I can. There's one there. That's good. We managed to get that one without having to fight anybody. So that's 2 of 3. Let's just jump on this vine. Again, we'll have a look at, try and check these little settlements out, because they seem to be the places where these skulls are, and this one's got 2. So we kill this one right in the middle here, bring him towards us, this seer. We should be able to grab one of those, no problems, and get that done. Okay, no issues killing him. Let's go and grab one of these skulls. Okay, so that's 3 of 3. Now what we need to do is try and get ourselves some Mangletooth, who's back here somewhat. He must be up this path. He is. Let's go again. If we see any of the ore, if it's, you know, easy to grab, not too far off our path, we'll go and get it. So this is another one. Some more iron ore, 400 experience. Okay, so I can see straight away that there's mobs in the way. So we're probably going to have to kill them first. In fact, I can't see any way of not killing them. So again, let's try and engage them at range. We don't want to try and kill 2 or 3 of them at the same time. That's one of the guards killed. Let's get the second one. We'll give our Voidwalker a bit of a health boost at the end of this engagement. That's the second guard killed. Now let's give him a health boost. We're not getting much experience for these kills, 130 a pop. Bear in mind, collecting a bit of ore gave us just over 3 times that. And here we go. Can I see anybody else in the tent before we start fighting him? I can't. So let's go and grab him, Mangletooth. I dare say this is going to be a slightly tougher fight. Again, using Shadow Bolts, making sure that the agony of corruption should be on him. I know she's there killing him. Okay, so let's go and loot his body, which we've done. And then it's back to hand these in. Well, that's fairly straightforward. Okay, so rather than stay right on the edge and accidentally trip over any of these, let's try and pick a path somewhere in the middle where we've got a bit more visibility to our left and right. Now there are a lot of these Quillbore. Now we are mounted, so if we do get engaged like we just got there, we've got a very good chance of getting away, which we've done. there we go. I think that's us past all of them now. Okay, so let's hand in the first quest, which was the one to Mancrick, who's back here with his pile of Quillbore. Good, good. They will all die. Their chieftains and their women and their children and their foul pets. So we get the crawl braces from him. Oh, our first rare upgrade in a while. Let's have a look and see if this actually makes us any better than what we've got already. I don't think it has. So let's have a quick comparison if we take ours off. No, so our current ones are 123% upgrade, even on top of a rare upgrade, which is unfortunate. So let's just tuck these away over here, so we're not going to use them. But that's that done. He's got no further quests for us, so it's now going to go back to Firestone Point for the last quest we hand in, and potentially this could be the last quest which we have in this area. Let's have a look.
What do you need?
So this was the polished boar skulls, and let's hand in the 3 of them we've collected. Yes, these are clearly symptoms or symbols of Agamagan, but if a Quillbore is still devoted to their dead god, what is the source of their vicious aggression? It is said that Agamagan was noble and even gave his life fighting the Bael'dun Legion. A moment, Sovik, we must confer with the spirits. 3,000 experience of that. There is another quest. Makra's plea. I cannot put him out of my mind, Sovik. Sometimes at night I can hear his howls of rage and suffering echoing across the plains. To imagine him out there, alone and in such pain. He's not that far away. It took us about 30 seconds to get here. Please, I must ask a favour. You go to Mancrick and tell him to come and see me. So let's wander back to him.
Farewell.
He's back over here. Yeah, he's hardly that alone. He's 130 yards away. So let's wander over here anyway. You again. I hope you didn't put too much faith in your actions settling my spirit. I realise there'll be no peace without her, not anymore. I will see their very homes razed. Are you ready to slay more of these disgusting murderers? Maka wants you to come and see her, Mancrick.
For the Horde.
Okay, that's that done. Now we have to go back to Firestone Point. That is a very easy 800 experience.
Go with
and that is it. So that's Firestone Point finished. So in terms of the Southern Barrens quest line, we have got one more area to do, which is right at the very start, which was at Hunter's Hill. So let's go and see if we can actually get that done. Now I need to get myself to Desolation Hold and probably fly up to this exclamation mark up here, which is the low road. So let's just half stone it back rather than wandering up, and then we'll see how far we can fly up. Now I think there is a flight path, I remember, on top of that high road up there, so if we can get up there and see if we can find this quest, that would be great. And here's the innkeeper, Desolation Hold. We don't need to be here though, so let's head back up the slope to the flight dude.
Blood and thunder.
Okay, so how close can we get up here? This is Southern Barrens. We can get up here to Hunter's Hill, so let's do that. Now, Hunter's Hill is here. The quest which we need, the low road, is just here near Honest Stand. So if we get from Hunter's Hill, now, it was, if I remember rightly, there were some gates up here, and where the quest was kind of moving direction. So we'll go and see if we can find it. If we can't find it, it's no problems. What I'll do is I'll have a look on Wowhead and see if there's an answer to it. But let's get ourselves up there anyway and see if we can find it. It might have just been glitched for whatever reason, or missing when we were there for the very first time. But it would be nice, clearly, if we're going to finish all of the Southern Barrens, like we did all of the Northern Barrens, to finish all the quests up there and complete it, you know, in its entirety. What have we got? Anything in the bags worth looking at? I don't think so. The next piece of gear which we've got to equip is at level 27, which is another weapon. And it's actually only a 4% upgrade, so it probably isn't even worth equipping. We might actually look to sell that one on. It's got a fairly good sell rate as well. Yeah, so that's it. And then, as per the plan, what we're going to do is, if we can't find this, or we can find this, get this resolved no matter what. And then it's going to be instances from now on. Now, in terms of the instances, if I go into the dungeon finder here, what I'm probably going to do is this. I'm going to go into specific dungeons. Can I do specific dungeons? I think all I can do is battle for Azeroth dungeons. Now, isn't that strange? Why can't I do specific dungeons which are the vanilla dungeons? I'm not entirely sure. Again, that's thrown a bit of a curveball in my direction, but we'll do those two anyway. And we've also still got at the moment the Halloween event on, so we've got the Headless Horseman one, so we can give that one a go as well. Okay, so let's see if we can, first things first though, let's see if we can find this last quest. Now there was a path down here, which is down this bit. Let's go and grab that iron ore. Now, let's have a look where we are. It was just up here, wasn't it? So let's see if we can find it. Again, we don't need to kill any of these for now, so let's just avoid all these mobs. He probably won't be of any interests. Now, where we are, it should be around here somewhere. And I still can't see it. Let's have a run into Honor's stand and see if we can get it. Nope, because this is a PvP area, of course. We need to get out of dodge quite quickly before we get killed. And we're already now flagged up as PvP for going into the PvP area. Our movement speed has been slowed by 50%. We can get away from him. Okay. No, I still haven't seen it. Let's go over on this side, just to make sure it's not tucked away right on the edge of the map over here. Again, I can't see it over in this area either. Let's try and move around here a little bit. Again, we're trying to pull these guards. See, it says it's immediately to the south of us, but I just can't see it on here. And it's not over here either. Okay, one last place to look. We'll try and get back up on top of that hill, and then we'll go back down the hill on the top here and just see if we can find it that way. We can't get up that bit. I think we can get up that one, that slope though. Soon find out. Yeah, I think we can probably just about get up here. Okay, so we're now back at the top of Hunter's Hill. Let's head back the way that we came into the Southern Barrens, up this way, and just make sure that it doesn't suddenly pop up here. So, still on top of the high road. Now, we did do a quest up here with this Holgrim. He's got nothing else for us.
For the Horde.
We did go down here and do some quests down here as well. We're now further away from where this exclamation mark is. And we can't see anything at the moment. And if I decided I was going to come in this direction, I think we're still a long way away from where this is the Alliance area up here. I think we're a long way away from where the exclamation mark was. Okay, what I think I probably need to go and do is have a look on Wowhead and see what the problem here is with this quest. It's clearly not where we're looking. It's clearly not where it's indicated on the map. This isn't the first time we've looked for it. This is about the second or third time we've looked for this quest as well. So there does seem to be an issue here. So what I'm probably going to do is I will, for now, head myself back to Thunderbluff, as I've still been marked for PvP. The fact that we just ran into the Alliance base will have done that. And I'll do some research and try and find out how to do it. If I do find out how to do it, I might just go and do it off recording and just go and get that completed. I'll see how long it is. It might just be one piece. If it's going to be anything a little bit longer than that, then I'll probably just do another recording and start with this. Now, in terms of the instances, this is a little bit frustrating because what I wanted to do is go back and do all of the vanilla dungeons. So, you know, Stockades, Race of Encrawl, clearly, Waving Caverns, and I can't see any of these on here. Now, if we do a random dungeon, again, that just says Battle for Azeroth. So, where do we go from here? Is it because the Headless Horseman event is on at the moment and we haven't got the option? Again, I don't know. I'm probably going to have to WoW head that one as well. Again, it's just a little bit frustrating that we just can't go back and do some of those dungeons before we finish off. In terms of level, we're now level 23. If there is only 2 dungeons or 3 dungeons potentially that we can do, that will only push us up to, I don't know, let's say 25, maybe a little bit higher than 25. So there's still plenty of room left before we end up going to Outland. So it might mean that we fit another zone in if we can't go back and do any of the vanilla dungeons. If that is the case, I need to have a quick think and work out where's going to be best to go. Now we do need to go into Duskwallow Marsh. We have a fishing quest down there, and we've got another quest to do there, so that might just be the easiest one to go and do that. Or we could go and look to do something else. Maybe head up, as I said before, up to Fellwood or even Winter Spring before we disappear. So yeah, all things to be thought about and considered. But for now, for this recording, I'm going to draw Stump's hair. I'll go and do my research, and hopefully by the next episode we'll actually know what's going on with that quest. But thanks again for watching, and if you enjoyed it, please stay subscribe to the channel and keep an eye out for new videos. Until next time, goodbye.